here we are at the end of week 1 of our ketogenic diet. Super easy to stick to, coming from carnivore to ketosis. All you're doing is adding in some fats, you're adding some avocados, you're adding in some nuts. So it really is an easy kind of shift from diet 1 to diet 2. So just like I noticed at the beginning of the carnivore diet, I wasn't getting in enough electrolytes, and I want to emphasize that. Some of you think water is the sole thing that's going to stop you from cramping, and I just want to say I'm not getting enough electrolytes, so I got to add in some more vegetables. That did help. Being more diligent with salting everything also helped a ton, so it did make it a little bit better. As far as performance goes, I did notice I was sleeping a lot better. After getting the cramping under control, after getting the electrolytes back in balance so that I wasn't cramping up as frequently, everything seemed a lot better. The performance went up a little bit. It was a little bit easier for me to get through my workouts. Mentally, I just didn't really feel a difference. But again, when you haven't had carbs for over 2 months at this point, it makes it a lot easier for your body to keep running the way that it's supposed to be running. Coincidentally, during the time that I was doing this ketogenic diet, I actually stumbled across a podcast about what happens to your body in a ketogenic diet. I'll link that down below because it's long. You're probably not going to listen to the whole thing, but if you do, you're going to really find out what's happening inside of your body. I don't want to bore you guys with details because I don't really think you guys want to know. The really cool part about this is my body weight has actually trended down about another pound, so start to finish, I'm down about 11 pounds. We also got to go to a wedding, which for most people when they're on a diet, it completely blows their mind. Now, what I did proactively was I ate before I went to the wedding. And I know some of you are like, well, there's going to be food at the wedding and there's going to be drinks. Yes, at some point throughout this entire process that you want to call your life, you're going to have to decide what's more important. For me, sticking to a ketogenic diet so I can tell you guys it can be done is more important than the wedding cake, or more important than 3 glasses of champagne, or more important than whatever. Now, this is where I have to put the onus back on you when it comes to your diet, because too many of you want to give up on yourself because, well, it's uncomfortable to not drink at a wedding. Yeah, it was a little bit. After everyone had 2 or 3 drinks, they didn't give a fuck that I was drinking water. I was drinking water like crazy. I was thirsty. It was a nice warm day. I kept filling up my glass. Nobody asked. Nobody said, hey, how come you're drinking water? At no point was I the standout that seemed weird for drinking water. Think about that for a second. That's one of the fears that a lot of you have when following any sort of diet. And I want to tell you, I had the pleasure of going to a wedding and living through it, fully anticipating that I was going to have to give some sort of excuse or say something, and nobody asked. So just like that, I completely dispelled one of the biggest concerns that most people have when they're on a diet. What do I do because of? Well, you go. You have a good time. You hang out. You meet some people. Yeah, being in a social setting where other people are drinking is hard, but most of us are spending our time in restaurants and bars. Some of us have been servers. Some of us have been bartenders. It's not that bad. Trust me. Nothing will ever make me as uncomfortable as being sober in a college bar, as a barback, or as a bouncer. Once you do that, you can pretty much go anywhere without having to worry about people judging you. Week 1 is done, lost another pound, energy seems to be a little bit higher, and what I can honestly say is... How much longer are you going to be? I'm doing something. I'm starting to get hungry. Yeah. No, I'll feed you. I'll feed you in a minute. Energy levels are better, and one of the big things I can honestly say, and this was my concern in the intro video, I've definitely upped my calories more than that 2,500 that I wanted to, but my weight's still trending down, so basically I'm overeating and still moving forward. So thank you guys for watching. I referenced that podcast. I'm going to link that down below. Also, if you have any other questions, there's other links down there. And then the apparently gratuitous YouTuber thing is to...
If you're enjoying today's video, leave a like and a comment right now.
So I hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget, leave a like if you did.
And hit the subscribe button.